fellow pupils in primary school, and you also derived a theme from yesteryears, or how you remember the days back.
Yes, but albinism is really a challenge of today.
Yes.
Because if you just go online, you see what is happening in parts of Tanzania now.
That's true.
And even here, you have, there was actually the inspiration. There was a few years back, some guy, not even a young man, not even a boy, who tried to sell his friend in Tanzania. He promised him a job there, but when they got there, he was trying to sell him to witch doctors. Yeah, so it is a human rights issue. It's a challenge. It is a
reality.
An issue that has a lot of people working to stop that.
Yes.
Because the way they do it is very cruel, hacking and all that. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, very,
Yes.
very cruel.
Yes.
So after Burt, Muthoni,
Yeah.
what else for you?
Just continue what I've always been doing, writing.
Yes.
Yes, yes. I never stop writing. I write every day. I write in the matatu, in the car, anywhere. So I just continue writing. If I win a prize, well and good, but writing is just a way of life for me.
The writing remains.
Yeah, it remains.
The writing remains. What of you, Goro?
Yeah, you know, you write, you always write. As soon as the fast is over, you go back to your, you must continue writing.
Yes.
Yes, you can't afford to stop there. Actually, it's the beginning. You want to make a new beginning, an inspiration to go on. Yes.
And today I decided to reverse a bit, and instead of starting with this question, I deliberately decided to end with it. Other than Muthoni, the writer, who is Muthoni?
Muthoni is a mother of 3 children,
Yes.
and Muthoni is also a librarian. I work with an international organization, and I don't know what else to say.
A mother of 3
3 children.
and a librarian.
Yes,
You work with an international organization.
yes.
What drives you? What's your motivating factor in life?
It's to live life to the fullest, to enjoy life, to enjoy problems and overcome them. I just want to be the best that I could be in this life.
Great.
Yeah.
A good way of looking at problems. Enjoy them, to overcome them.
Yes.
Yes. What of you, Goro? Other than the writer, who is Goro Kamau?
Goro is a father of 3 beautiful girls,
Yes.
and a teacher of literature.
Yes.
I teach at Laikipia University. Literature.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You don't tell us more.
Oh.
You don't tell us more. You know, writers tend to be very brief in their responses. You don't tell us more.
Well,
We write more than we talk.
Yes, you write more than you talk. So.
Yeah. So yeah, but so I have arrived outside writing.
Yes.
And it's a full life, I can assure you. So when I'm not teaching, I'm out there. We can meet on the streets. We can meet in your neighborhood. We can meet in any neighborhood.
Yes.
And yes, you socialize.
Okay.
You make friends. I think it's essential for a writer also to experience the life. You don't just imagine it. Yeah.
Yes.
Because there is a sense in which, well, within limits you experience things, and they come into your writing.
Exactly.
Yes, they come into your writing.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure having this discussion with the 2 of you.
Okay.
I've enjoyed myself. Muthoni Wageshoro, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Goro Kamau,
Yes.
thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
coming.
much.
You know, your first name suggests expense.
Yeah, expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know. I asked my mother why she thought
We were horror. So thank you so much too for watching the show this morning. My name is Samuel Njoroge. Martin Mwanje is coming up next with Crosstalk. This is the only way to start your day. Good morning, Kenya. Keep it right here, the leading broadcaster, KBC.
Fashion is an ever-changing phenomena, and players keep coming up with exciting and new styles for dynamic customer base. For Wilkins Odinga, venturing into fashion was a decision he does not regret.
My name is Wilkins. I'm the CEO of Fashion Touch Africa, and I came up with the idea of Fashion Touch Africa because I wanted to create a platform for fashion entrepreneurs, and with a solution of making sure that we are growing Africa fashion brands into successful businesses.
Wilkins narrates his journey with a sense of achievement in his voice.
When I was in school, and so Ajuma came at Daystar, and she was doing a couple of auditions for another show that was Samantha's Bridal. So I think I was just like walking, just seeing what they're doing. Then she called me. She was like, I think you can be a model. So that's where my journey started in getting into the fashion industry.
He has several ventures incorporated in his company Fashion Touch Africa, and highlights patience as his pillar to success.
I started Fashion Touch Africa to make sure that I'm growing fashion brands into successful businesses. That is through different kind of projects that we do in Fashion Touch Africa. That is in show production, model management, fashion PR and marketing, and our business incubation hub for fashion startups. We are the ones who train our models together with our makeup artists. And our models, we did our audition last year. So that was our first auditions, of which we took a couple of models. And the niche thing about us on how we train our models is that we don't just limit our models to runways only.
He draws his inspiration from a lady who he looks up to in the industry.
I look up to Evelyn Adongo, because she's we share quite a lot of things in common, and she doesn't look at fashion just as a luxury, but she looks at fashion in a very wider perspective, in that she looks at it in an entrepreneurial perspective. Because you know, when you tell someone that, okay, I'm in the fashion industry, or maybe I'm a designer, or I have a company in the fashion industry, they tend to think that being in the fashion industry is all about just being a designer, or being in the fashion industry is just all about being a model, looking good and all that.
Hard work has enabled him grace international fora and achieve remarkable milestones in his venture.
Some of the major achievements I got last year is, first, is our first international event. That was Slam Fashion Africa. So that's, as a young company and producing that kind of an event, whereby we had designers from Tanzania, Uganda, Malawi and Botswana. So that's one event that has really earned us respect. And another achievement I got is the Top 40 Under 40, which I won last year, which was being sponsored by Business Daily. And it was a really a proud moment for me, because from all the corporates, from all the 39 people who won the award, I was the only entrepreneur from the fashion industry. So it was really an impacting moment in my life. Then after that, so it has been a moment of a sequence of blessing and blessing after the other. So after that is where I got another email from the Amsterdam Business Summit, which I'll be one of the speakers at the summit. So yeah, so these are some of the things that have really shaped my life, and that has really given me that passion to move forward, and that passion to make sure that I change lives and I inspire people and I change the fashion industry. And another one that was last year that really also changed how I've run the company and how I've really viewed blessings and how I've really viewed what God can do in a young entrepreneur is taking part at the Global Entrepreneurship Summit. Just shaking the hand of President Obama. That's something that really impacted something in my life. Yeah.
For any venture, there has to be challenges.
Some of the challenges I faced is people believing in me, people believing in the vision. Because you see, if you look at the visions of Fashion Touch Africa, one, we want to make sure that we're growing fashion brands into successful businesses. Then another vision that is kind of very enormous is we're trying to make sure that fashion becomes one of the things that contribute to our country's economy. So you see, that's a kind of a big vision. Then another vision is we're using fashion to touch people's lives. So you see, if one of the challenges I face is going to people, going to investors and telling people, okay, you know, this is Fashion Touch Africa, this is what I do. But they get to think, I think you can't do it, because perhaps they get to that kind of mentality that maybe he's young, maybe he's new in the fashion industry. So that's one of the challenges I faced, people believing in the vision. But we've been in the industry for 2 years, and people are now started embracing the vision, and now people started, you know, acknowledging what we do. Yep. When I started Fashion Touch Africa, I started with 500 shillings. So that was my lowest moment. But what pushed me into, or what pushed us into where we are right now, is the vision, the power of the vision. And so funding was one of my lowest moments when I started Fashion Touch Africa. But eventually, you know, people get to, you know, if you're starting fashion, if you're starting something and you're an entrepreneur, you have to stick to your vision. And once you stick to your vision, it's so easy to win people's heart and to win people's confidence.
A very good morning to you, wherever you are, and welcome to the program. Good Morning Kenya. It's time for Crosstalk, and this morning we want to look at the state of our roads in this country. The number of people that continue to die is on the increase. Just last weekend, we saw a matatu overturn on Langata Road, leaving 4 people injured, 4 people dead, 6 others injured. And the number of people who have died since January, it is estimated over 2,000. And standing on the other side of the studio is Safina Chieng to take us through the statistics before we engage our guests regarding that particular topic, the state of our roads, what should be done to stop the number of people who continue to die on our roads. Over to you, Safin, for the latest statistics from the National Transport and Safety Authority.
Okay, thank you so much, Martin. Of course, that's the conversation we're just about to have this morning. 4 people died on Sunday, 6 injured in Langata Road car crash. Some papers put the figure at 8 people receiving treatment after this specific accident. Of course, we were on the website of the National NTSA, and the reports that they're giving concerning the increasing rates of road accidents in the nation, just trying to open that to see what is happening. The periods that they've given us is that between the months of January last year to September last year, and they've compared that to what is happening this year, January to September. Just trying to get that in a bit. I'll be telling you just the figures are increasing there. But what they're telling us is that last year the figure was at about 8,000. But this year, looking at what is happening, is that it's been placed at 10,000. Just looking at that, I don't know what's happening to my magic wall this morning, but it's quite a shocking incident, by the way. Mm-hmm. And so far, the only step that has been taken by NTSA is that they've decided to deregister the Ongata Line Circle. The question is it too late, and is it the best action that they can take considering what happened? NTSA deregistered Ongata Line Circle as a PSV operator after accident along Langata Road. So we are just about to look at that daily report from NTSA, just trying to look at that. Let me get it for you there. Daily report. This is as at 25th of September. This was yesterday. I don't know why it's refusing to open. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have it there. There we have it. Mm-hmm. So this is what they placed on their website yesterday, the daily report as at 25th September 2016. From the months of 1st January to 25th of September 2015, the accident, the people that had died are 8,499. If we compare that figure to what happened between 1st of January to 25th of September 2016, the figure actually rose to 10,378 people losing their lives from accidents. And the variance, they put it as at about 1,879 people. Now, that is data we've gotten from NTSA this morning. The figure seems to be rising. The action that they've taken is to deregister Ongata Line Circle. The question that most people are asking, is it time for NTSA to go home? That's what people are asking. But that is not for me to answer. I hand you over back to my colleague Martin Mwanje to take you through that conversation. Remember, you can engage us on social media at Marto Bahati at GM Kenya KBC. The hashtag is GMKKBC. We want to hear your thoughts concerning that. Back to you, Martin.